125k, that's not bad for 10, 15 minutes work, is it? Give it a big round of applause. So lots of people are always thinking, how do I get into property investing? And here this weekend in that very room, we are going to be taking a group of people, some that are already in property, some that are total beginners. We're going to be finding deals. We're going to be going through personal transformation, like what are their goals and what targets they need to set to be able to smash these goals. And then using property as a vehicle for the financial and the fun part. That's absolutely important, the fun. So in this video, you're going to see behind the scenes of not only how we do it and watch the transformations of the people as they go through 2 short days, that you're also going to see how we set this whole thing up and how we make sure that people do get the results during this weekend. So we're practicing in here, but practicing is very important to us, just like we're training people to practice in property investing. You can't just hear about it. So the experience of the participants is the absolute #1 priority for us. That's what it's all about, like a life transformational experience. So we've got to practice to make sure all the moving parts and the experience and how people feel in the room and how quickly we can move through the content and get the deals done and get the processes that we're going through, the exercises. So we practice it. All the different team members are in here now, just kind of rehearsing. So it's not your bog standard lecture type, you know, bring up some slides. No, it's not that. Can you imagine, like, if I stood here, thank you guys for coming here today. I suppose traffic was very difficult for you. I have a PowerPoint presentation that I want to take you through with 326 slides, 17 points on each one. And we're going to go through every single. Oh. How many of you have been to a presentation like that before? How many of you have done a presentation like that before?
I basically just came here for like knowledge, kind of get better understanding of property, what the type of properties you can go into. Where I'm at now, I'm brand new, so I'm just starting off.
I come here to get some knowledge about investing, get to know some new people, and obviously enjoy all the weekend with you.
We just come for sort of clarification because we've got to a point where we do have a little bit of money to do some deals with. We're like headless chickens. We don't know which way to go, HMO, just buy-to-lets or flips. So we're just here to sort of get rid of that trigger that's holding us back.
It's made me realise today how easy it is to actually take action, get going, you know, stop just going round in a circle like a goldfish, which is what I've been doing, just looking at deals but not actually taking action, and setting outcomes and goals and the strategies that will then feed the ability to achieve the outcome. So for me, it's been a huge learning curve today, and I'm really looking forward to tomorrow.
Two of the takeaways were from when speaking to agents, some of the language that Mark introduced, which was certain word patterns to use that help save the agent's time, your time, help you to sift through looking at deals quickly, and ultimately not wasting anybody's time on viewings that maybe not worth viewing in the first place.
I'm feeling so super inspired that like more people have transformed right before my eyes, and that's always my intention. Just people just change. Watching them now, they come in all kind of like, I want to say uptight, but like a little bit skeptical, a bit unsure of like, is life really about like we can just have fun? And we've been talking about all kinds of deals. So it's begun now like £1.3 million deals. People doing developments of 47 apartments, and it's a big change from a couple of years ago when people were coming in and just wanting to buy like a buy-to-let or a HMO. But all the time, what has been consistent is like the growth of the person and the individuals. And we were literally just debriefing with the team here, just talking about how we can keep doing more transformation with the hotels and the spas opening, creating networking opportunities and more opportunities to do business. More opportunities to do business with each other and just help each other and just create that awesome community. How's your energy this morning? And you came back for more? Even though all of that stuff we did yesterday, it didn't fry your brain? You didn't think we were too weird? Someone in this exact exercise raised £140,000 in this exercise which you're about to do. Yeah, are you ready to do this? Yes? Are you ready? Yes?
Did you get anywhere? Like, did you get anyone to...
Yeah, I've got a Zoom coming on Wednesday.
Did they say how much?
150, 200.
Don't know if you can hear it in there, but like we just wrapped up Property Wealth. 2 days of just like working on people and people working on properties and working on strategies and overcoming really what it takes to, you know, just be that awesome person that they are. People just breaking through barriers they didn't even know was the thing stopping them getting the deals. Yeah, and there's doing property investing, and there's doing it with a lot of love and a lot of laughter and a lot of joy, and doing it around a lot of people, and that's what we've done this weekend. And then there's people who want to continue doing it as a community. But when I started bringing other people in, that's when things started to change, and that's literally what changed for these guys. Working in teams, finding properties, raising investor finance, breaking through the challenges and the difficulties that come up. But anyway, above all, I don't think I can give words would give it justice, because, you know, they're just having a lot of fun, and in fact you might want to hear from some of them.
I would definitely recommend people to come, because it makes you think about money in a totally different way, and it takes the constraints away that you've lived with your whole life. And I mean my whole life, you know, I've just had these little constraints that just come through normal upbringing and normal life, and now I just feel like the blinkers are off and it's just all there to be done, and there's just so much money sloshing around. You've just got to make it work for you and make it work for your investor, and if you do that, then you're winning, everyone's winning.
Yeah, I think all of what we learned from not only today but yesterday as well, it was absolutely amazing, and it was, you know, whole days here, but I think it was absolutely worth it. Like, not only from perspective where you get so much information, but you get to know people like a Debbie, let's say, you know, and hopefully we will start in touch, you know. So yeah, definitely recommend it to come for any kind of this event.
I'd always been interested in HMOs, but I also want to do development, so I can see a pathway now of how I'm going to go from knowing a little bit about HMOs and having had an HMO to how I'll be able to scale that massively and very quickly. So I'm looking for the scale and the speed. There's more being delivered in the course that's free than probably a lot of other courses that I've been to. I didn't expect it to be as good as it was, and I feel I've had a really, really enjoyable weekend.
We've done a few courses and they've been alright, but it's nobody ever goes through the figures. Nobody shows you how to actually get there. You fill the gap, because it's very approachable, stuff's in place, and what you've gone through on the course has just ticked every single box for me. It really has. No credit to you for putting it together, but it's loved it, enjoyed every minute of it.